Good morning, friends. Good morning, nations. And good morning, the house of CCI, Christian Community International. Well, just want to take a little bit to say hello to all my friends in Denmark. Really have enjoyed running with you guys and just very fantastic all the time. I hear everything God is doing. And also the brothers in Germany, all the churches there. Wonderful, wonderful. So glad to see everything that God is doing. And the brothers in India. Hey, this is going good. But we are talking about today the school of Sun Air. Now, you have to come. The goal of the Father in the Sun Air School is for you to understand who He is, so you understand who you are, so that you understand what He has, so that you can understand what you have. Very important. Now, why does this become so important? Well, there would be a lot of reasons. We talked a lot of them right in our last session. But basically, Jesus said that I have come to reveal the Father. John, the whole book of John is very powerful about this. Jesus has this relationship with the Father. And the key of the book of John to me is John 5:19, where Jesus says, I only do the things that the Father is doing. Now, when I was a young man, I was very rebellious. I loved my father. I respected my father. I pretty much did what he asked me. If I got a chance not to, I certainly did. But the thing is, as I got a little bit older, my father had a business, and he was opening space and would have taken on another business if I would have probably been willing to run that business. But I just, I wasn't smart enough to figure out what was going on. Had so much rebellion in my life that I really didn't listen to him. As time went by, I finally understood that my rebellion or my selfishness was keeping me from a deeper relationship with my own dad, with my own father. But because of that selfishness, there were opportunities that I would have had that I didn't get to have because I didn't know my father the way I could have and the way I should have. And it wasn't anything on his line. It takes two to dance. It was me. I was the problem because of my selfishness. So opportunities were lost that were already given. Now, in the same way, this desert issue, this desert time in the desert, is a very important time because in the desert, we're concluding about the future. We're concluding about the possibilities. We're concluding about resources. Here's one of the principles that you should learn in the desert. I'll give you a couple examples. Bugatti. What is a Bugatti? Bugatti is basically one of the most expensive cars there is. They generally run about $3 million. So let's just say this. If you have $4 million, more than enough to buy a Bugatti, you can have any car there is. Why? Because if you have the resource, you can have the object. You getting what I'm saying? If you have $4 million, you can have the Bugatti. Or, according to your resource, according to your possibilities. According to your resource, according to your possibilities. Let's say that the most expensive house probably would be around $40 or $50 million. Very rarely would you ever hear of a house that is worth more than that. So let's say that you have $70 million. So we can say the same thing. With your resource, any house is available. But the true thing that you're supposed to learn in the desert, boy, you ought to look at somebody and tell them this right now. The true thing that you're supposed to learn in the desert is this: infinite possibilities, infinite resources. What? Yes. Infinite possibilities, infinite resources. Why is this important? Well, the moment we finish up this time in the desert, we're going somewhere else. Fantastic to be here with you today. I hope you're grabbing a hold in the gravity of what we're talking about. And I hope you're getting a 10 as you are going through the school of Sun Air. We'll talk about this more in our next session. In the meantime, give this a bunch of likes. Tell everybody. Invite your friends. It's going to keep on coming on.